8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is good, everyone? It is your boy Politica Hot alongside my guys, Mr. Joey Woods, Mr. Moyafit, Chris Wilson, Mr. Rich Michaels. We are Still Steps, coming to you live on a beautiful Friday evening, courtesy of All Fit to Talk Sports Network. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Go Birds.
Yeah, go
Indeed.
Birds. And I think it's a 6.5 game lead right now, so we're enjoying that.
Absolutely, on a Victory Friday, I should add, since we played last night.
Oh, go Phils.
Go Bills.
Bills as well, you know.
Walking into the playoffs.
Like strolling, not walking.
Walk in the playoffs and lose to us.
I hope
You're
not.
only a game and up, right? You got to make the playoffs first. Those pesky Reds are.
It's just like last season, man.
Mhm.
Sour.
We'll see.
We'll see. Them bats are alive, baby.
Yeah.
It'll be at Citizens Bank Park this year, so.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Shout out to our fighting Phils. Shout out to our Birds getting that victory over those pesky Cowgirls last night. Dak, you are you know what? I'm not gonna say it right here.
Hey, you are a bitch.
Mr. Joey Wood said it for me. You know, that was some nut shit. As far as like what he did to get our Jalen Carter kicked out of the game, you know,
he straight baited him though.
Yeah, but we're not gonna condone a millionaire for taking the bait, right? Like you got to secure the bag this offseason. Maybe getting suspended isn't the best thing to do when a team is like trying to work out a contract for you long term.
That is a fact as well, you know. But hey, listen,
young people, he's young.
Yeah,
somebody needs to be in his ear. Like, yo, that's we need them veterans, man. Them veterans need to be. Should have yanked his ass back. Like, yo, get out of here.
Well, that's the problem right now, right? When you go youth movement,
yeah,
there ain't many Like, look at the defense right now. Who is a veteran on defense is going to yank him back? Honestly,
we don't. Probably he's not a veteran, but he's not no spring chicken. But like Bond should have grabbed him. Like, yo, Bond, get like, yo.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess because Bond's only done it for a year, he doesn't feel like he's at that status yet. You know what I mean?
I know, but he a captain now.
He's the only vet, honestly, on that defense.
Yeah, he a captain. So like, yo, be a captain, bro. Be like, yo, bring your ass back here. Like you're like forget him. Like get his ass when he snapped that ball.
Right. Yeah. Well, listen, you know, they both made two critical plays yesterday. Vaughn and and what's the name? Kenyon, you know what I mean, picking up that turnover from former Eagle Miles Sanders. So
bro, when they said disqualification, when I'm sitting there serving beer, right? And then they said number 98 has been disqualified. And I was like, what the fuck did they just say? And then the guy's getting the beer is like, am I good to go? I was like, bro, did you not just hear what they said? It's more important than your beer right now. I was like, they said 98 has been disqualified. And they're like, 98? You're like, isn't that Jalen Carter? And I just couldn't focus the rest of the night on work because I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, I hadn't even sat down. Like, I was literally on the verge of sitting down, and it was like, 98 is disqualified from the game. I'm like, wait, how? Like, what?
You want to know my question for all that? If someone bet a Jalen Carter sack, that should be voided because technically he never played a snap.
He never played a snap. Yeah, very true.
You know, like that should be, or a Jalen Carter tackle or something like that. He never actually played it down, so that should be voided out.
Yeah, I don't know. You tell that to your friendly FanDuel or DraftKings, they're gonna be like,
I got
no,
hit with the Xavier Worthy today. I started him in fantasy.
Oh man,
What's
not
name?
good.
What did I say?
I do got to give a shout out though to Fanatic Sportsbook. I was a new user yesterday, and they had a bet. I don't know how or why they ran this, but $1 wins you $100 for Saquon Barkley to rush for at least 1 yard.
Mm,
Oh wow,
So I won $100 last night because Barkley rushed for 1 yard on the first carry.
that's to
About to
keep
say.
you in.
But it's
That's what it is. I get.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I got hooked into that one time because it's like, oh, the sick thing, and then you look at like the disclaimers with like the rollovers, and the rollovers are like 20% before you're actually able to like cash out.
That's just in my account already, bro.
So yeah, I understand that, but you're not going to be able to cash it out. Like even
It's already in my bank account.
the $100 is in your bank account.
I already spent that shit.
Wow.
I cashed it out last night, and it was in my bank account this morning.
Yo, big
What
shout
was
out.
that?
Big shout out.
It was Fanatic Sportsbook.
Big shout out to Fanatic Sportsbook. Sponsor us. We love you.
Yeah, right. We love Fanatic.
Speaking of football, can we get a score update on that Kansas City game real fast?
Last time I saw, I think it was 12-13. Yeah, 12-13 in the third. About 120 or less in the third. That's
City always finds a way to stay in the fucking games, man.
They're in the game too. Always.
Yeah, because Herbert can't close out a game, but he's supposed to be top 5.
He's top 5. Yeah.
All right. Let's not go over the rails.
I digress. You ain't gonna get on that.
Yeah.
It's like it, but Jalen, like you can just they named the song after him. You know, all I do is win.
My quarterback wins. That's all I know. My quarterback.
Seriously,
wins.
like we can say Brady's the greatest of all time because he wins Super Bowls. But when Jalen wins, they move the goalposts. Oh well, he had a super team. Last I checked, Tom Brady had Randy Moss. Tom Brady had one of the best defenses every year. I'm gonna get off track here.
Nah, but we'll see how things go for the rest of the season. A lot of football to come, and for all your
Brady had deflated balls too. He had
They had to do a couple things, right? Spygate, deflate the balls. They did something else too. They did, I think, right?
They said if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Right.
Well, listen, a whole other topic. I'm not even gonna get into that
Or
because
attempt to be the dirtiest player in the game. Word to Ric Flair.
You see that shit the Clippers did? That's a whole other thing. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
Yeah, I'm sure VKM got books in the back somewhere like that. They probably buried under the old WWE headquarters along with the old IcoPro products.
Real quick.
I don't know if that's actually true. That was like a whole like myth on that whole story.
Real quick, because you're talking about like the old WWE building. This is wrestling related, and I saw it come up today, and it was an interesting debate. WWE should have a physical Hall of Fame, right? Like you have every year you induct like 3 or 4 people into the Hall of Fame, and then you do nothing with it, right? Like,
right.
I think they could make a lot of money, like New York City. Just say you get a physical Hall of Fame in New York City. I think.
Oh yeah,
it's packed. Always.
They would make a ton of money.
Yeah.
They should have just used the old headquarters.
Yeah, honestly, that's why. Before he got inducted, Scott Steiner said the Hall of Fame is BS because it's not real. He's like, there's no legit place. He's like, you can't go to see it. Like somebody like, oh, I want to see the Hall of Fame plaques or statues. He's like, you can't go nowhere. He said they just have these Hall of Fame ceremonies for people that they like, and freaking then that's it. They get them, have their little speeches. Because I'll say this, like as much as I love the Hall of Fame and I'm glad they giving these men and women the props and gratitude they deserve, it is a bunch of people where they put them in the Hall of Fame. You're kind of looking at it like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is he doing in there?
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, ladies. I love my women wrestlers. A lot of female wrestlers, if they put in the Hall of Fame, they legit do it just because they run out of names.
Yeah.
They'll just be like this. They'll be like, Kelly, go ahead.
Like all due respect, right? If she didn't drop her title in a trash can, she's forgotten in wrestling.
Alundra Blaze, she was
Nah.
Alundra Blaze was a pioneer. She was the
Take
one.
out that title drop.
No,
but she was
She was a
Alundra
big
Blaze.
deal in WCW.
Alundra Blaze was in the wrong era. That's what it was. Like she was supposed to be, like honestly, the era now. If she was wrestling now, they would love her. Even the Molly Holly, that era, Ivory era, Jack. That's when they started.
Wasn't Molly Holly get inducted?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like this, but she was before Molly Holly. She was late, like Medusa, because Alundra Blaze, Medusa. She was late 80s, like mid 80s, late 80s. That's when she got known that she got stardom, like known in the early 90s. But that she had nobody to wrestle. Like they would keep bringing people in from Japan because women's wrestling was bigger in Japan than it was in the States because they didn't have nobody for her to wrestle over here when she was the women's champion. It was like who she's going to wrestle. That's why they was bringing in Bull Nakano and all these other people because
Nakano, holy shit!
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, they have no female top name women's wrestlers. Like Fabulous Moolah was already like in her 60s by that time. Sensational Sherry retired. She was being the manager. They had no other American women's wrestlers that was legit, who was a name. Because every other women was a valet, was a manager.
Yeah, they try with Sable out to him.
And she was horrible.
Yeah.
She was that's what she was horrible women's wrestler. She's never going in the Hall of Fame. That's one person that, even though who deserves to go because how popular she was, she's never going in the Hall of Fame. No, she's not. I'm trying to say right now. I don't think she wants to. Let me say that with an asterisk. I don't think she gives a damn at all. But she's just not. I don't think she cares either.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was. Well, we can talk about that another time. But
like great Justin Bieber once said, "Never say never."
It might be like generations through generations.
Eventually, they're gonna run out of women that put in. They like to have a woman every year. Eventually, they're gonna run out.
Yo, the one person we could go and talking our shit, we will talk for the night. One person who to this day I'm surprised was not in the Hall of Fame that's a woman is Victoria. Like, how is she not in the Hall of Fame? Like, you got Kelly,
she's
Tori
not?
Wilson.
Yeah, I thought she was. She's not.
Is Victoria in the Hall of Fame?
I think she is.
Check, look that up. I don't remember her getting in the Hall of Fame. Somebody look that up. Is she? I don't remember her going into the Hall of Fame.
I think she is, honestly, bro.
This is one of the years I missed.
Someone looking this up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. Why you at it? Keep on going.
We're like drum roll, waiting for your.
Internet sucks, you dude. What the hell?
Actually, she is.
I don't think she is.
Not.
She's not. I'm trying to tell you, she's never been inducted.
Why did Hawk not sound confident?
Nah, I was reading. I was looking at the sections on Wikipedia.
She signed on the WWE Legends contract, but she is not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because she recently just signed that.
Yeah, she's not in the Hall. Wow.
Like her, she's not in the Hall of Fame. Multiple time women's champion and in WWE and TNA was actually good in the ring. She was popular for what she was at that time, and she's not like it was like you got Stacy Keibler in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, Stacy Keibler.
I think she's another one, bro. Who wrong time.
Yeah. That's it. She got Stacy Keibler in the Hall of Fame. Tori Wilson is in the Hall of Fame. Like Kelly is like, all right, all hot blonde chicks, Hall of Fame. This is like this. Like I swear, that's what it's like this. Okay, pretty blonde, Hall of Fame. You get it. Like this. Like you too. Yeah. Everybody in. Why not?
Like,
Sonny,
like all due respect, right? All due respect.
You too, Sonny. You're a throwback, but you're cool. You get the Hall of Fame too.
All due respect, right? But if she wasn't married to Undertaker, Michelle McCool's not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, no question.
I'm about to say,
The-
even though she was a multiple time Divas champion, she wasn't entertaining.
She was mid.
She was what I say. She wasn't entertaining at all. I was never big on her at all. Like I was never big on her. The Late Cool thing was cute.
What's next? You're gonna put Eva Marie in the Hall of Fame? Like, come on.
Oh, they will. If they run out of people, they're just like, yeah, why not?
I'm okay with Kelly being in the Hall of Fame.
I'm not.
You know, when I was becoming a man that stage,
yeah.
she helped a lot.
Oh Jesus,
Kelly, really?
what did she do? She do like you said. We're not going by
She did
looks.
Prophet Joe,
She made me watch ECW every week to see if I was seeing a nip slip.
Oh
Every
my
week.
God.
That strip tease. Is this the week that fuckface Mike Knox doesn't get involved?
I say, very pretty girl. I'm sure, and they said one of the nicest
Kelly
girls.
Kelly.
But it's like, come on, bro. There's so many people.
You can't tell me, Chris, that when ECW was getting kind of hard to watch, you weren't watching each week that hopefully Mike Knox wasn't coming out to stop her.
No, like I watched it, but I was never. I'm sorry, I was never big on her. I like Tori.
Oh, the
Wilson.
wrestler, she's dog shit.
No, I'm talking about even her. I always thought she was very pretty, but it's like skinny, very skinny. It's just like this. I'm like, I like the Tori Wilson.
At 12 years old, 13 years old.
I get you. Remember, I was older than you.
There's not much. There's not much that I'm like.
Yeah, remember, I'm way older than you, bro. So I'm like,
this is how much of a perv I was. I'm gonna admit this right here on air. Remember how you could used to create you create your entrances, right? And like SmackDown versus Raw, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So Stacy Cleaver, her entrance video has that spot where she bends over in the thumb. I would just watch that one fucking part on replay like 35 times in a row.
Oh my God. You know what?
I was like 10 at that point too. That was Here Comes the Pain.
You can find him at Woods Wrestling. Crazy.
Listen, isn't it wild how far women's wrestling has come, right? Like I was 10, it was probably like 04, 05, right? Here Comes the Pain, right?
See, but wait, like for me, it's been waves. Like I've seen actual pro wrestling. Then I saw the era where they started the Diva run.
Yeah.
And then it went back to the women's era of wrestling. And then now we're kind of like in this mixture of, you get anything.
Yeah.
no matter where you are.
But like 04,
Where you
05, that range right there, like there was nothing, right? Like names we just mentioned, Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson, like
it was weird.
Ability.
That was weird. It was like because like it was coming out of the era of Attitude Era, bra and panties matches.
Marie.
It was like every single week was a bra and panties match or evening gown match. With the whole match was just to get them in their underwear. Like that's all it was. Like that was the match every week. Like they had women's championship bra and panties matches. That was bad. Like
what was it? The butterfly belt, right?
Yeah, dude, that was the Divas era. Yeah, it was like that, which was horrible because that's when you had like Natalia and freaking Beth Phoenix. Once again, wrong era.
Yeah,
she would have killed in this era. Yeah. It's just certain women, which is wrong era, like Molly Holly, especially Ivory. Ivory definitely wrong.
What's her name? What's her name wasn't horrible at wrestling. She was a little bit okay. Caitlyn.
I never really watched her wrestle that much. I always she was always managing when I saw her. I never saw. I know
that won the Diva search, Ashley.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley, she passed away.
Her stories. I don't know if you guys ever read them.
Yeah.
What happened to her on the tours and stuff?
Yeah. That's what I said. Her it's not the first time stuff like that's happened. So that's just a freaking shame, man.
Yeah. Well,
Hillbilly Jim's in the Hall of Fame.
Like
Hillbilly Jim's in the Hall of Fame. I just want to put that out there.
Hillbilly Jim deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. There was a
No,
run
not.
there where
He's a legend, man.
No, I don't care. He's a
He's
legend.
a legend of Coliseum home videos, man.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? The Country Boys.
He had the nerve to have like a 20-minute acceptance speech. It's like, dude, what did you do?
Shout out to Hillbilly Jim.
Get the award, say yeehaw, move the fuck on.
Doesn't say, what the hell did you do that you think you deserve 20 minutes on that microphone? Like, get your ass up out of here.
Hillbilly Jim's most memorable WWE career was doing the Legends House.
Yeah.
Right. Coco Beware is in the Hall of Fame.
Coco Beware deserves to be in the Hall of
Coco
Fame.
Put respect on Coco's name.
On,
no,
man.
I'm not. I'm sorry. That's the he was a character.
He was in a genre where there wasn't many minority wrestlers.
He wasn't, but he was just a character.
I remember him like back before WWE and like NWA time and stuff. Before that, he actually was a really good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I must have missed that. I just called the WWE
gimmick,
the golden era of WWE. So like he was a great character for what he did, but it was like that's all he didn't accomplish a thing.
What him and Owen Hart, the tag team was legendary.
Really?
You know who's a good wrestler? I don't think he gets enough respect. Junkyard Dog.
No, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He actually had
No, I'm just saying he doesn't get enough respect.
No, he does. Before he was in the WWE, whatever territory he was in, he was their world champion. And he was one of the most one of the most popular wrestlers of the 80s. He legit was that popular.
AYD.
Yeah. So he was like, he was up here. You can't even see my hand. Coco Beware was here. Like there's a difference. It's a difference.
You got to put some respect on Coco Beware's name.
I don't want to hear that. Show Benjamin.
Come on, man.
Like that I get that's difference between
Coco Beware and Bobby Eaton back in the day.
Bro, balls, hold up. In the grand scheme of like wrestling history, in ring, Shelton Benjamin is better. But Coco Beware is probably up here and Shelton Benjamin is down here in terms of name, image, and people who can pick him out of a crowd. Coco Beware is over Shelton Benjamin.
Because he carried a bird every damn where.
I don't care. People,
he's a Hall of Famer.
Coco Beware.
I could pick him out. He wore colors in his hair, bright colored pants, and carried a parrot everywhere he went.
Do you remember when Shelton Benjamin dyed his hair gold?
A wrestler.
Yes. And it worked, gold standard.
But you do whatever it takes to get over. I just think in the grand scheme of like wrestling history, Coco Beware is more important than Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah. Nah. Her business.
We hurt people.
Her business.
Speaking of the hurt business, still to come tonight, we'll talk about AEW's 2300 Arena residency that's ongoing. Also, I want to talk about what's going on tonight's episode of SmackDown, which we had two returning individuals making an appearance. But honestly, we're already 23 minutes into the show, so we're like literally just like pivot from everything like we normally do. But
Goldberg's in the Hall of Fame. Saying no, I'm just messing with you.
Fuck Goldberg. Right, and that is the show.
I'm not even debating that because Goldberg deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he does. I'm just messing with. I know Rich is like.
No, listen. I shit on him a lot. I say a lot of shit about him, but at the time and at his peak, there was nothing like him in wrestling at the time. So
he had the charisma.
He had the charisma. He couldn't wrestle for shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's all it was.
Shout out to William Regal, humbling him. That's right.
Right.
Put that man on the team.
But also too, Goldberg need to thank Stone Cold because he know a percentage of that charisma came from the Stone Cold era.
Yeah, he swore it didn't. Liar.
That's bullshit.
Liar. Freaking liar.
Like I could definitely see what's today Bischoff. Like, you know what? There's this guy up in Stanford. He has this gimmick with the black tights. I think you should do the same exact thing. Literally.
Yeah, he kicks ass. He takes no prisoners like this. So he's like, all right. He probably heard Goldberg. He's like, okay, you can't really talk, so we're not gonna have you talk.
Right.
So he said, but you're jacked out of your mind. So we're gonna have you like tackle people, do a couple moves, and get up out of there.
Wait, no, like so you got an NFL background. So you got the ability to tackle, say. So I want you to just use this move called the spare. The spare is where you infuse your shoulder and to the waist of the opponent. So I want you to do that every single match. And I'm gonna have you win those matches. So that way you get over with the fans, like with everybody.
Wait, you forgot the part where it's not just do that. You do only that and a jackknife powerbomb, and that's it.
Yeah.
Every match.
1, 2, 3, and you're done.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be.
He did have
so
one of the best
over.
spears ever, though. To be fair,
No, he does top three without a question. But can you imagine having a conversation with Goldberg? He would drive me nuts. Like I'll be being serious with him, like, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up the match like this. You're gonna start off with the turnbuckle. He just, yeah, let's go. Yeah. And like, dude, calm down. It's like we're just talking. I need you. All right. So when you get into the ring, he's gonna be sitting over here. It's like, why are you banging your head into a locker? What is happening? just like, what the fuck? You know what? Whatever. Just do whatever, man. I don't got time for this shit. Like somebody else, one of the producers did with him. I couldn't have a conversation with him. He would drive me nuts. Like,
Yeah.
like that's.
what about the time he tried to have a conversation with Riddle and thought he was gonna like big dog him, and Riddle then back the fuck down? Remember?
Yeah. Riddle was just like, all right, if you want to fight in real life.
Because in real life, right, like Goldberg's a badass. Don't get me wrong, but there's levels to everything, and Riddle is above that, right? Like he ain't that fake tough guy. I'm not saying Goldberg's fake tough guy. I know he did train a little bit and stuff, but not to the level that Riddle did.
I like how we just segue to one of the most controversial people of the week.
Okay, fine. Chris Jericho punk Goldberg one time.
Where do we stand on that? Real quick, where do we stand on that? Because supposedly they came out and said that he did bag on them, and then Riddle came out and said that he's not denying he ghosted them, but it was because they gave him a Thursday flight for a Sunday show and then gave him nothing in between there.
I'll be honest, I haven't heard the entire story. I just saw the headlines of him no showing, which I thought was a dirtbag move.
Yes, what they're saying now is that he no showed the charity show. Riddle admitted that he no showed the charity show, but he's claiming that he no showed because they booked him a flight to London, I believe it was, for Thursday. And then he was supposed to have seminars and matches up until Sunday when the charity show was. They never followed through or something, one thing like another. So Riddle booked other shows and then told the London company, book me a flight Saturday night. They said no, so he bagged. But now the wrestling company is coming out saying that's false. They tried to book him multiple shows across those days.
Wait a minute.
His manager said no.
When was his seminars, and what was the location of the seminar?
In London. It would have all been in London.
So had he taken a flight that Thursday, would he made the seminars?
Well, no. They were supposed to schedule him seminars. They never did, but now it's coming out that they never did because Riddle's management company was saying no.
But let me just ask you a question. So even if they did on Thursday send him there, he had a thing on Sunday. Seminars doing events or whatever and stuff like that. If he's getting paid or certain whatever, it's not like he has to go to these shows. Like what was the point? Why do you have to be booked Friday and Saturday? I don't understand.
Well, he had asked to have his flight Saturday night so he could work a show Thursday, Friday, Saturday, leave Saturday night after the show, be there in time for Sunday. And they said, no, we already booked you a flight. If you want the Saturday, you pay for it. And then he was like, no, you pay for it, kind of back and forth, and then he didn't show.
Gotcha.
But from what I'm hearing, it sounds like Riddle's in the wrong here. Because then, after he explained what was going on, what happened, then he goes on the, my OnlyFans is blowing up. I'm wrestling every weekend. I don't really give a fuck if you care or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was saying shit that was almost like, I don't really care if you believe me or if the truth comes out because I'm still going to be Riddle and, like, fuck you pretty much. So at that point, I'm like, yeah, he's probably not telling the truth.
But we all know he has a checkered past of all types of different things of being like weird, awkward, like freaking just he rubs a lot of people the wrong way with his mindset, not just
Wasn't
way.
he the guy that Dana White, the infamous clip of Dana White saying, "Stay off the weed, bro"? Isn't
Yes,
that Matt
yes,
Riddle that he's talking
yes.
about?
That's what's him. Because Matt said he doesn't want to stop. He said me doing this has nothing to do with fighting. So he was like, but if you want to fight at that time, marijuana was still an illegal drug. So he's like, you can't fight if you're testing
Yeah.
positive for marijuana, which the Diaz brothers infamously got popped a couple of times for weed because they didn't do drugs besides weed, as far as performance enhancing drugs, I should say. But Riddle, you know, it's not a gimmick. He's a stoner. Like
Yeah.
he loves it. He's never going to stop. So
Also, I've seen too many pitching battles now in baseball. Let everyone across all sports just fucking roid up to the max. You know, sports are better when people are on roids, right? Like I'd rather see 80 fucking home runs in a year.
I don't lie. The year of the home run roided race between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, that was the most interesting and fun time in baseball because they were just knocking the shit. Everybody was on steroids at that time. That's why Barry Bonds started taking steroids because Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire was getting all this praise, and he felt that he was a better baseball player than him, which he actually was. But they were getting all the acknowledgement because they were hitting 50-some home runs a season. So he was like, F it. So he roided up. He started hitting all these home runs. But Barry Bonds is such a dick that people didn't care how many home runs he hit. They just hated his attitude. So, but yeah, everybody, the Diaz said everybody's on steroids. Yep, you know what? F it. Everybody back on it.
Yeah, seriously, everyone on it. Everyone on it.
Going out there with the super strong arm, like his left arm is 10 times bigger than his right arm.
Like Quagmire when he discovered porn.
Stop it! Stop it! But to those that understand the Family Guy,
that's one of the best clips on Family Guy ever. When he discovers internet porn, he's like, "I'll see you guys in like a week," and he comes back a week later. His one arm is just
They knocked on his door.
That's like me when my family goes on vacation for a weekend.
He was like, I gotta go. Like, ridiculous, man. But I kind of want to pivot, because honestly, we be transparent here. Like, we haven't really talked all week, and it's just been kind of like a mixture of a lot of opinions and just a lot going on in the world of pro wrestling itself. And as we were coming on, and we're kind of just bullshitting around like with the conversations, but like to each of you, like what's been a big deal to you in pro wrestling right now? Like it could be storyline, personal thought, what your thought. Like Jody, as I said, you had one. Like
I got a good one.
What's been a big deal to you right now in
pro
wrestling?
Probably for the past 2 weeks, right? Like we keep hearing how wrestling's in a boom, right? Wrestling's in a boom. It's the best it's been in years, and in ring it is, right? And pay-per-view sales say it is, right? But there's a trend going on right now with SmackDown, Raw, AEW the past 2 weeks. They're drawing some of the lowest numbers they've ever drawn, like in the past 5 years, right? Even SmackDown and Raw, they're not immune to it. This week's AEW, which was a very good show, drew under 500,000 people views, right? SmackDown at an all-time low, Raw's at an all-time low, and I'm just like I get the pay-per-views because people travel for that, and it's a weekend event now, right? It's 2 nights, and people make a family vacation out of it because WWE's going to these prime spots for big pay-per-views, right? San Diego, New York, Las Vegas, right? So families can make it a whole weekend thing. But outside of that, why are we saying wrestling's in a boom if when the numbers are saying it's not? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if people aren't tuning in, is it a boom? You know?
Let me add to that. I see exactly what you're saying. And in addition, what's becoming annoying to me now, it's almost like a popularity contest as far as like who's getting contract with what network or what streaming platform. That seems like it's starting to take away from the actual nature of enjoying pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Like it was a time where it was like, okay, we look forward to pro wrestling on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, whenever it came on. The focus was, okay, we're going to watch Raw, we're going to watch SmackDown. Like you knew where those outlets are to be able to watch the programming, or even like when it came down to a pay per view, you knew, okay, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, live on pay per view. Now it's like Nabisco's presents SummerSlam.
Let me slap
Streaming live on ESPN on March 22nd.
Let me slap a
like,
logo on the tables for Slim Jim.
Right. It's to the point where it's getting so clouded and it's getting worse in the
not even that
in the wrestling internet community. Like,
well, not even that, Hawk. They're getting more and more sponsorships, right?
Yeah.
Record TV deals, right? They're going to these huge locations for regular pay-per-views that they've never done before, right? 2 nights. But for some reason the price keeps increasing. Like the math isn't mathing, right? You're telling me that your revenue for ads and your revenue for sponsorship and your TV revenue is all up. But why is that not being offset in my pocket? Why is the average fan, just for example, this is going to sound absurd. There was a package for WrestleMania this year. It was $42,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck who's paying $42,000 for 2 nights? Like, that's insane to me. The wrestling fans, for the most part, are middle to low class. The median is middle to low class. These prices are drawing the fans away. And now, like you said, ESPN, Fox, USA, Netflix. The average fan, not only is the ticket prices too expensive now, but they're being nickel and dime on where they have to watch the shows, right? You need cable to be able to watch AEW, or you need HBO Max. Then you need cable for Raw, for SmackDown, for USA. Yep. Then you need Netflix to watch Raw. Now you need ESPN to watch the pay-per-views. It's becoming to the point now where it's almost a hassle to watch the shows, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want 16 different fucking apps to watch wrestling. It's annoying.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad, coming up in our childhood era, that we were fortunate that they didn't have this type of problem.
Yes. And then they just shut down the King.
Yeah, like you had the
RIP Stream East.
Like you had the convenience to watch it on like Fox or Channel 57,
it was
that luxury.
You see that got shut down this week?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was my go-to.
Yeah, it was a great time. And it's like, and it's not even that it was not gonna say oversaturated, but like think about it too, back then coming up, it wasn't that many wrestling promotions on TV regularly, especially what area you lived in. You got 1 to 3 maybe tops. You wasn't getting no more than that. You had WWE, you had or WWF at the time, NWA/WCW, and depending where you live, you might got an ECW, you might got a USWA for our older crowd. Guarantee you, Joey don't know what the F that is.
Wait, I missed it. Which one did you say?
USWA.
Oh yeah, USWA.
That's name. USWA is the first time I ever seen The Rock. What's his name? And he was not The Rock. His name was something Cabana.
Yeah. Was it
Like that
Flex
was
Cabana? No.
Flex
Was it
Cabana.
Flex
That was
Cabana?
his
Yeah.
name.
Okay.
The Rock, when
You
he
had to
first
pull that from
started,
the
he started
brain.
out in the USWA. It was a territory owned by Jerry the King Lawler,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a place where that's what Vince McMahon sent like that was his up and coming people. Like so, he was there. His name was Flex Cabana. And I was looking, I was like, who's this guy? Like
Wait,
this.
you know how mind blowing it was when this was at the height of, it was like Shotgun Saturday Night,
Uh,
when like the Nation of Domination would be, would be on the bill, and it was around the time when PG-13 was part
PG
of them.
13.
So it was
I still,
mind blowing actually watching like Shotgun Saturday Night, and then like the next show would be USWA, and it would be them on there and stuff.
them on there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird. To this day, I still know that Nation intro song.
Oh
Like,
gosh, I know
I
you
know
sung it on here before.
word for word. I know it. I was just like, because it was so corny, but I thought it was so funny and entertaining.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy. So like I said, that's one of the issues Joey's talking about. We have all these different streaming platforms.
Oh wait,
but we
real quick,
also
my fault. Not to cut you off one more time. It even shocked me the time when Ahmed Johnson was on there like just randomly. I was like, wait, why is Ahmed Johnson on here? Like,
yeah.
Well, not
Yeah.
even the streaming, right? Like you talked about, like the three different options you had, right? Like when I was my son's age, maybe even up to like 13 years old, right? Even like independent wrestling, there wasn't as many options, right?
Mhm.
So if you wanted to see a live show, you made it a point every summer to make sure that you went to Wildwood and saw the show at the convention center, because you didn't have a lot of opportunities to see a show because
right.
there were so few options, right? So you made sure you went to the Wells Fargo Center. You made sure you went to Wildwood to see the show there.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah,
Super Bowl
like
Sunday. I used to be there faithfully.
now you can literally in the Philadelphia area go to a wrestling show probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, that's kind of like what I was gonna hit on. Like when you say wrestling is booming, it really depends on what your take is as far as wrestling goes, right? Because you got independent wrestling, you have people getting booked constantly that would have never got booked 10, 15 years ago, because you got events happening, like you said, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You got IWTV, you got all these different places you could see it. So from an independent standpoint, wrestling is booming. When you look at the main, promotion, I don't think that that's true. But when you say wrestling is booming, what wrestling are you looking at? Are you looking at a whole? Does the top three included in that? If they are, then I don't see it. If
what do we consider booming, Rich? Because I get like there's a lot of shows that run, right? A lot of companies that run, but some of these companies aren't drawing. Isn't that the name of the game? Is to draw a crowd? Like if you're putting on a show just to sake of putting on a show, is that really booming?
I think booming in the sense of there's more opportunities for talent and there's more places to go and see. I don't think booming for ticket sales and shit like that, because in my opinion, none of it's booming. There's a lot of indie shows, like you said, don't draw. AEW, WWE is drawing such bad ratings. So again, it's really it's your interpretation of what booming means.
Yeah, it's too much. I think it's too much wrestling, honestly.
I'd say that's what comes down to anything in life, no matter what it is, what avenue, when something gets oversaturated, everything gets devalued. So when something is like, say you no longer have something, you're like, I don't care. I have 20 other different options right here. So it's not affecting me as much. Well, that thing that was once valued so highly now is not the biggest thing in the world no more. Because there's so many different avenues of getting the same exact product just with a different logo on it. So it's like it's not a big deal as it once was. And
Case in point, last night, Chris, House of Glory, great show.
House of Glory. Yeah,
great show 5 years ago. Even with the Eagles playing last night, that church would have been shoulder to shoulder. You couldn't move. But now they didn't draw that well. And even for me, example, 5 years ago with that card, I would have been like, F the Eagles, I'm going to the House of Glory. But now it's like I had AEW Wednesday night in Philly. I have Tournament of Death Saturday night, not far from Philly, right? It's like, all right, I'll miss House of Glory to watch the Eagles, right? Like, I think there's too many options right now. That's the biggest problem.
That's a roulette gamble to even try. And the biggest factor, is the Eagles game.
Yeah,
Like,
Eagles game. Yeah,
like,
it's hard to beat that.
And you
It's hard
can't
to
even
beat that.
use the excuse. You can't even use the excuse that this was booked well before the schedule came out because what the first week of the season is, and you also know that the Super Bowl champs always have the first game on a
It was like
Thursday
first
night.
game. Yeah, first game.
So,
Yeah.
so that was horrible planning there.
yeah.
What's the name? And
Refresh my brain real quick. Revolver ran in that same building, right?
No, House of Glory ran there. It was House of Glory and Revolver joint show.
Yes.
Oh, the last time they were there.
Yes.
Okay, because that was the show that I think that had Ricochet on there. But don't quote me on that. We'll have to really specify. But I just had to make had that recollection because I remember a lot more people being in attendance for that than what it was last night.
Was that Mania weekend?
That was Mania weekend. Yes, that
was.
Was it? So what's name? So the pivot because this is a really good and interesting topic.
Yeah, the big deal. Like
I'll jump into this one because Joey brought up was really, really good. I'm actually glad he mentioned that. With me, and as far as wrestling, far as what we see on TV, something that bothers me as like a true hardcore wrestling fan, how like far as storylines and all this stuff, how like championship belts are just so devalued now. Like they really don't mean shit anymore. It's like if you don't have this top main belt, all the other ones is just like, this is like it makes like coming up. If you had a championship, you were a big deal. Don't matter which belt you had. People saw you had that gold belt, silver belt, don't matter. You had that strap. Like back in the day, remember, I'm an 80s baby. So coming up, I remember seeing stunning Steve Austin with that silver television title. And I thought he looked cool as hell with that television title. I remember Sting and Ravishing Rick Rude with that gold United States championship. I'm like, that was to this day my favorite belt. I'm like, I say, damn, I want that belt. Like, but when you saw him with those belts, you thought that is the guy. That is it. The tag team belts. You saw those two guys with them belts. You like, oh, them dudes the shit right there. You know they the ones. I'm like, and people really, it would be such a big deal when any type of match that had some type of title on the line. It was such a big deal. These belts was very short-lived back in the NWA days, but back in the NWA, they had United States Tag Team Championships. They were very short-lived, but when they was there, people used to go crazy about them because they were titles, they were gold. And back then, any type of sport, if you won some type of championship, you were looked at as the guy, the girl, whatever. Like you was just like you were it. Now, like I just saw this on earlier today, SmackDown. It was Julia versus Michin.
I knew he's gonna bring that up.
Yo,
I knew it.
When I say they got no reaction whatsoever, like I mean, like that was bad. Remember, I used to talk about Bronson Reed when he would come out and get absolute crickets. That was both of them. Julia got tiny bit, but when Michin came out, when I say I legit, you saw the crowd. Nobody moved. Nobody applauded. They just looked at her. Like I was like this. I'm like, nobody.
I think they've done a horrible job with Julia. WWE fans are not. And I'm not trying to insult anybody. WWE fans are not as smart as the average wrestling community, right? A lot of them live in the WWE bubble, and that's it. So when she came up with the main roster, because NXT fans are a little bit smarter, when she came up to the main roster, they did nothing to kind of introduce who she is and why she's important and stuff like that. So I blame WWE for why she's getting no pop.
They don't know how to use her.
No, they don't. They don't know how to use her. They don't. I don't think they know how to use her style of wrestling. They don't. They like she has a strong style. The rest of Japan, she has that strong style. Similar to Asuka, what's name, but like is they just don't know how to go about it. They're lucky and fortunate. Asuka has such charisma that she knew how she was able to translate her style of wrestling into the WWE style. She knew how to be the character as much as the wrestler. What's name? You can tell Julia is still trying to figure that out. What's name? But like you got her as one of your champions. She's had the belt. They showed the graph for 69 days. I bet you if you ask 50, 60% of the WWE audience right now, hey, who's the women's United States champion? People wouldn't even remember. They would they'd be like, they probably think it's still Chelsea Green. They probably like, it's Chelsea, right? Like, no, she lost it like 4 or 5 months ago. I mean, it's like, but that's how bad it is. That's lucky Becky Lynch has the Intercontinental Championship, and off her name alone, she brings value to that belt. But what's name? But like this, but like because that belt was floundering. I'm sorry I told you I like Lyra, I do, but like she wasn't the right person to put the belt on originally. She wasn't. It was other people that should have got that opportunity. She could have got a little later on as they built her, but she was like squanting. Look at right now. As much as everybody loves Tiffany Stratton, they love her. Yes, I get it. She's gorgeous. She looks amazing. Blonde hair, body, all that shit. We do not care about her as the champion right now. This championship run has been, like, let's be real, it's been not entertaining whatsoever.
On the Julia front, I got to be honest, she will wipe the floor of probably 85% of the women's roster.
Oh, but
on the WWE.
Without question. Like, I'm dead without question.
Might even bump that to 90%.
Like this, without question. I'll go 85. You got some people can hang with her. You got things like Io can hang with her, Bianca can hang with her, Bailey. Those people.
That's part of my 10%. I would say Io, Bailey, Bianca, Charlotte. I would actually even throw Bliss in there. Bliss is nice.
Bliss can give a good man. Of course, the one who I think was all said and done is going to be the go.
And Naomi, of course.
Roxanne Perez.
Oh yeah. Roxanne. She's in there. She's already in
I'm trying to say when it's all said and done, she around be the GOAT. I'm dead serious. Perez is beast.
To be honest, that's where WWE went wrong. Like you should have had Julia working with that core.
Yes.
Versus trying to develop her on her own with the mid card. No disrespect to to those that are categorized as the mid card, but she's not a mid card girl. Like she is a main roster persona. Like
I heard WWE got her. She's one person I was like, she don't need to go to NXT. I knew they was gonna make her.
Personally, I was hoping she was gonna go to either TNA or AEW.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna go to TNA. I would like her in TNA for a while. Like this, then like I said, she could do AEW, but I would thought she would like really flourished in TNA.
Her with that knockouts division now. Oh my stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I think she would have flourished crazy over there. What's name? WWE is fortunate right now with Stephanie Valkyrie. She's one of my favorite wrestlers, let alone women's wrestlers. But they're lucky with her because she has an appeal to her that goes along with her great wrestling. So a lot of people are allured to her and like just to her appeal, from the gimmick to how her looks, all that, and she got this charisma that works well. So they fortunate that worked for her because they were starting to drop the ball on her a little bit too.
Yeah, agreed.
Like they're pushing, but they was floundering a little bit. But she's getting the aspect of how her style to WWE style, and she's catching on quick. So they're lucky with her because we get tired of the same old after a while. Like you got Nikki Bella back fighting Becky and all that stuff. Was like, all right. And that match was horrible. Let's be real. That match was trash. That match was fucking trash. And I'm like, then it's like, come on, y'all. We need some fresh new blood. That's Bianca's my favorite female wrestler. But I'm glad she's taking a break. Like let us miss them for a while. I mean, like this Rhea, she's the biggest star in WWE as far as women's wrestlers. But like, you just can't. Like, how long are we gonna keep having her at the top of the card?
How many times we're going to see Rhea versus Io? Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many times you gonna have that happen? Like, you gotta introduce some fresh faces.
I will say, and this might be a bold prediction. I think Kairi Sane needs to actually turn heel with Oscar.
You said she needs to turn heel.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I hope so. Like honestly, I hope so.
like
I
that.
hope she doesn't like
Like
do that thing where, oh my god, you turned on the EO. What are you doing? I don't want that.
initially, I was thinking earlier today because I was watching back on Raw and like how she always have like this like last minute look for like she's so confused and stuff. Like at first I was thinking, you know what if she just like split away from everybody and you know what I mean go about her own business, which
I would.
could
I
be a
would.
benefit.
About to say I wouldn't mind that either. She's one person who I have like she's really good too, and I think she's like they're flounder on her too. I'm telling you, like we see it all the time, and we're not going we don't see it. WWE still love to play the race card with shit. It's like all of y'all the same race, cool. We're gonna put you on a group. It's like it don't have to be that way. It's like all you Asian, cool, y'all together. All of you Mexicans, cool, LWO. If I'm Puerto Rican, don't matter, LWO.
I will say kind of on that same pattern a little bit today on SmackDown, like the whole Priest Aleister Black, like they both got that
That
you know,
goth thing going.
yeah.
Like both of you kind of y'all like golf, goth. Y'all got tattoos. Y'all hate each other.
Wake up, Joey. Come on, man. Come on. The visuals, baby. The visuals.
No, bro. So, see, dude,
You guys post some Kelly Kelly.
so we gotta put some Kelly Kelly on. You gotta get some Celsius, baby. You got some Celsius in your life.
That does the opposite for me. With ADHD and shit puts me to sleep.
Oh man.
Sound like my wife.
But no, like you make a great point though, as far as like the titles being obsolete, like pretty much like in a way it's at a popularity level more so like the main titles to say like the heavyweight and stuff, because 9 times out of 10 if you got the heavyweight title then you're doing business outside of wrestling, like talk about the TV networks and all of that.
Yeah,
like if you ain't
well, that's the biggest thing you just said, Hawk. That's one of the issues too.
Yeah.
I think because the TV networks are paying so much money now, maybe they have a little bit too much say, right? Like there was a report, and I don't know how true this is, report going around that one of the networks really likes Ethan Page and what's her name?
all that Chelsea
Chelsea
Green
Green, and they want them two together,
on
right?
Netflix.
Netflix,
Yeah.
yeah.
Netflix,
Like the network shouldn't have that much say where they can like make groups like that and shit, right? Like that's another issue.
They shouldn't, but it's crazy because they don't want kind of checks. So like we paying
I
you.
get that, but you're cutting checks for my product. You know what I mean? Like you can't just turn around and say.
I know it should be like that, Joey, but just like that's just how that's how business works. Like
remember when Roman was the hottest he was?
Yeah.
I remember Raw was bitching that SmackDown was getting Roman and they weren't getting Roman.
Yeah, they wanted him on Raw. So it was like it's definitely it's always gonna be like that. And that's the same thing with Brock Lesnar. That's why they had Brock move from Raw to Fox, SmackDown with the Fox. They wanted Brock as their champion. That's why they took the belt off Cody. What's his name? That was a Kofi. Kofi. I said Cody, think of my son. What's his name? That was a Fox decision. They wanted Brock on the network as champion. So took it right off Kofi, just like that. Like it's crazy. What's his name is like we paying you tens of millions of dollars a year. We want this guy as the champion. So it's a shame. So now we're speaking of that. Question for you three. Which wrestler right now, we talk about people who are squandering, which wrestler right now that you think WWE is fumbling terribly on right now? Like there's somebody who you clearly see was buzzing, but now it's like, what the hell's going on with them right now?
Now, if this person hadn't had been having going on the last couple of weeks, I would instantly say Carmelo Hayes. But I'm starting to see some momentum now what they're doing with him and the Miz.
But it's a good point though. It's still a good person to pick though.
Yeah, I mean it's still in development. You might as well say. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, shit. We already talked about one, Julia. Like they're fumbling.
Comes to my mind right away.
Very, very hard pause on Julia. Like
a person that comes to mind with me, and I know a lot of people like. I had this conversation with another friend of mine who's I have a coworker who's really into wrestling, and we were discussing this. He disagreed with me, but at the same time, like understood what I meant because it's like because of what he's done and since he came in the name and all this stuff. But it was like I'm not saying this guy is falling off completely, but the way they're using him right now is I'm trying to see where is this going, and because I'm saying this not because I'm upset.
Come on, man, let it out.
Dude, I'm a wrestler. I build it up.
I know.
I build it up. Y'all see me to build up? Like I'm building the house.
I'm about to do the Billy Madison.
That whole spiel of Billy Madison. The Billy Madison. No, I'm thinking a different Billy Madison. It was like what you just said right now had no points for you.
Yeah.
And may God help yours.
No, seriously. Y'all not gonna agree, but y'all might agree.
Who you got?
What is going on with our boy Jacob?
Yes.
What is going on with Jacob? Something is wrong.
To me, I feel like he in the paying his dues full right now.
How? You don't pay your dues when you're that over.
But I think a problem with him right now is they turned him face. He just had a feud with Solo,
which was hard.
Right now, right? You know, Cody's the champion. Sammy's the champion.
Which makes no sense.
Like what do you do with him? Is the problem now, right?
You should have kept him as champion.
Or
you should have kept him as champion. You made Solo a transitional champion. It's like
or you keep him as heel and you made Solo the one that went face.
But who would you respect him to be feuding with right now had he still been champion?
You give him a feud with that whole damn bloodline for the NFT for like that would have been fine. You could have just ran.
So they all gonna get title shots?
Yeah, why not? That's pretty much what they do with Roman. Anybody that's
Chris.
All the people that feuded with Roman all were like cool with each other, but act like they hated each other. It's like bullshit.
I'm in agreement with your coworker. That shit is stupid.
No, what's his name? He's like he could not agree with me. That's fine. But I'm saying, but like that wasn't the topic of him that all that. Like seriously, it don't matter who he faced.
Mr. Moyo Fitz coworker, I agree with you.
I think they're dropping the ball with.
Don't listen to Hawk, y'all. He don't like this.
This is gonna be a weird.
I would clearly be the booker, and he would clearly be the producer.
Listen, my name.
I'm spending my money. Damn it.
I mean, it's hard to say they're dropping the ball because they are champion, but Trick Williams, right? Like,
really? That's shocking.
I think.
I'm about to cut your mic off.
No, let me finish. Because he's done next to everything possible down in NXT. I need him up on the main roster. I need him on a Raw or SmackDown. I think he is WrestleMania Hall of Famer for years to come. And I think he's so much more than ready. Like, there's no reason for him still being NXT. Absolutely none.
He's not. He's TNA.
Stop it.
Listen.
I don't want him. Right now, I don't want him to even smell the main roster. Yeah. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but for what he's doing right now between NXT and TNA, like he riding the wave. Like I like it.
He's killing it right now. I don't want him on the main roster yet. I did a year ago. He
get lost.
You said it's a year ago, Joey. I would agree with you. I'd be like, get my man on the main roster right now But right now, this Trick Williams we get right now, like I said, when they get it, it's to the moon. He's getting it right now, like fully from the babyface side to the heel side as being the top guy. He's just getting it right now, and like just let him be. To me, he actually feels like a champion. When I see him with a belt, I'm like, yeah, I get it. That makes sense. I'm entertained when he comes out as a champion. He's not a guy with a belt. Obafemi is a freaking beast, dominator. I do not care. He's the NXT champion, though. Honestly, that he's a guy. I'm like, all right, yeah, send him to the main roster because, like, what else? He's not entertaining me enough as a champion. It's like he's done all he can do. He's the longest rated North American champion. Now he's the dominant NXT. He's done all he could do for that character down in there. Send that guy to the main roster. We need a new bruiser, destroyer guy up there. We could use one of those.
I will say I do like the teasing that they're doing between both Oba and Trick as far as like, circling back to a match between the two. I think it's going to happen at some point. Probably. What's the next pay-per-view? Is that the Halloween Havoc or
it's probably Halloween Havoc?
No, it's coming up.
No, yeah, they got.
No, they gotta have one in September.
No Heat or something like that, or
I forget. I gotta look it
up. Yeah, it's
No, they just had Heat Wave.
No, there's one coming up.
Yeah.
Not great.
No Mercy.
No Mercy. Okay.
No Mercy.
It probably won't be No Mercy. It'll probably be Halloween Havoc because I think he's already booked out for No Mercy. Don't quote me on that.
What's his name? Yeah. So what's his name? So Obafemi, like Trick. Like I said, I wouldn't be Joey. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if he went to the main roster. I wouldn't be. But right now, I just love what he's doing. TNA, NXT. It's just he's the guy down there. He's the guy. I'm sure he's selling a bunch of merch. He's just having fun. And plus his ladies down there. He probably don't want to leave her yet.
I don't want to leave either. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So he enjoying
Got
himself.
my lash. Let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
So
Trick Williams is your guy. Fatu is my guy. What about you, Rich?
I don't know. I'm thinking, Joey, you and I were talking about Clash in Paris, right? We're talking about Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns, right?
Yeah.
The match would have been so great for Bronson Reed to win. Meanwhile, Roman went. They went to the same old with stuff like that. I don't know. I just look at some of the talent there and like even like a Drew McIntyre, like some of these people that should be on TV regularly every week is not. I don't know if there's one particular name that stands out, but other than Julia, but I don't know. I think they're just so loaded with people that they don't know what to do with them. And to get to your point with Trick, I completely agree that where he is right now is where he should be. Once he goes to the main roster, he'll get lost right now if he goes to the main roster. And I think that's what happens to some of the talent from NXT and TNA.
Be a victim to the catering Hall of Fame. We don't want that.
Catering Hall of Fame.
Yeah. We don't want that for Mr. Williams like at all.
Look at LA Knight, man. He's still over, but talking about fall from grace.
You know what? They just need to make him heel. At this point, make him heel. Like he needs some sort of shock value to him. Like right now, it's all good. Everybody doing the yeah. This is the perfect time to make LA Knight go heel.
He actually makes a better heel if you know him from his Impact days and all that. He actually makes a better heel.
Yeah. Like they need to do it. Now the problem is if you pull the trigger on it, like where are you going to align him with? Like he can't just go over to the Vision because they already just beat his ass a couple of times already. So it's like, if he does it, like he's gonna have to have some be aligned with someone else. I mean, although he don't, but
you don't really have to.
But it's just the nature of like the business nowadays where like
did you just talk yourself out of what you were just talking up? You just literally talked yourself out of the entire conversation you were just making.
No. I mean, like, not necessarily. No, I was saying about him being a heel, but
Definitely.
possibly being like with a stable. But technically, he really, I like, although he don't need to be with a stable, but it just seemed like that's the direction of today's WWE. Like, you're
If
always
you
with a stable.
if you have a stable, he can have like some big bruiser guys, like his
Yeah.
bodyguard, sidekick
Right.
type thing,
Jim
like this.
realistically screams heel, right? Like the way he carries himself and
Yeah.
Yeah. So
dresses. It's just he's so over that he can't be heel.
that's how I feel about Tiffany Stratton. I say y'all, I've been looking at her like y'all know she's a heel, right? Like just like how can you see her in the way she acts, talks, and everything, and be like, oh yeah, babyface. Like no, Kristen Bias. Like this, you do not make her like look like her whole character is a heel. She just he's like once again, y'all get caught up in the beauty to where y'all like, oh no, we like her. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. Y'all like y'all like the concept of her. Y'all want to do things to her, you little pervs. What's name? But y'all don't understand she's a heel. She even talks like she's better than everybody, not in the way of I'm in this elite athlete, not give my all in the ring. But no, it's like, yeah, you girls suck. You wish you were me, and blah blah. Her voice is that annoying, prissy, like bougie, like she's a heel. So it's like, so honestly, I hope she loses the title next week and just make her a freaking heel, like I don't know, like this, but like, and if she wins and Jade loses again, like clean, I don't know what the hell they doing with Jade. She's another one. I'm like, what we doing here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
her tweets today were rather interesting.
Who's that, Jay?
Yeah.
What's she tweet?
Basically, it seemed like she's trying to like bring back that baddie persona.
The baddie persona, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that she had in AEW.
she's a better heel. That's why.
But I will say it was interesting at the timing of it because there was even one tweet in particular, and it was actually around the time when Bully went on his rant, and it was something that she had said like literally like not even like 10 minutes after Bully had his tweet, something about like, yeah, I've been saying the same thing for over a year, but no one's paying attention, yada yada, something to that
Who
nature.
took that, Jade or Bully?
G.
I was thinking Bully talks a lot of shit out of his ass.
Yeah, cause I wasn't sure. I'm like, huh, is she kind of hinting at what Bully was talking about? Like, I kind of feel like she was, but then there were some, tweets later where it sounded like she was, it sounded like she's trying to get back to that baddie persona. Like, yeah, let me get off of here.
She's
Like,
better at that, and she needs to do everything she did in AEW. It's like is rinse and repeat. Like this, like what they say, imitation is the best way of flattery. Is like the best form of flattery. Like it's okay to do exactly what you did at AEW, bring it to WWE, just put your own spin on it. She needs to be the top boss chick, and she needs to have her little sidekicks with her. She don't need to be associated with Bianca and Naomi. It was cool at first. That way, you should get her established, get her name out there, more faces, more eyes on her. But now, if you want to be your own entity, like you got to start branching out and being a little different, a little like so. Like you're just
you had me think of it. Sorry.
what to say? You weird. Like I said, you would do it to me. Like what the hell?
But forget about like branching out stuff. How about just using her more?
Yeah.
Like
That's
she
what I'm
has
saying. Yeah.
little no usage.
So like she's this like for real, she's this freak of nature in a great way because she's a combination of beauty and strength. Like you like use that dominating use that athleticism, like start beating people up. Like seriously. Like this start beating people. What she did to Naomi at the chamber, I was liking that. I was like, yeah, right there. That's why right there. She came out in the all black. She was pissed. She was in demon time. I'm like, there you go.
Problem is, WWE got to allow her to be that way.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I'm saying.
that's them. Like that's their call of them not allowing her to be that way. Like they gotta allow her to be that way.
They gotta let her be on that demon time. Like when she a badass on that type joint, like come out all black and just go crazy, dude, like just start beating people up. Like you're bigger. Like what you're just saying with the percentage. She's bigger then 90% of the roster of the women on there. Only people the same size as her is Naya and Rhea, pretty much. What's the name? Everybody else, she's bigger and stronger than. So she should be going there taking over. And the freaking Raquel, that's it. Everybody else is way smaller than her. Like, she should be going there just knocking the shit out of them. And they need to be doing the same thing with Raquel. You're this big, strong. Like, when you was in NXT, the matches between her and who she was having them crazy match with Io, they were going in, and that match was lit. She came on a roster. Now all she does is smile and show her back muscles. I'm like, what the hell is this? What are we doing here? Like it was like this girl was killing in NXT. Let her be this big bruising force. Like, her and Rhea Ripley should be having banger matches like this, like just beating the crap out of each other.
So let me ask you this: or could this just be us freeing me from the fans' sake? Like, does it appear to be like it's the main roster in this climate now? Like, is it even necessary to even hit the main roster
to get more eyes on you?
Yeah,
to get more eyes on you,
like like that ceiling, like, because now with the amount of wrestling that's provided, like, I mean, I get WWE is like the dream job. I think that would be anybody's dream job. But now we got the, All
right, so this is the thing. Cody was the blueprint of betting on yourself and showing you could go work the indie scenes and work yourself back up to becoming a superstar. Matt Cardona showed you the same type of blueprint, but his blueprint is you can make a shitload of money through your name and bookings without ever worrying about getting on one of the top name places.
And those two are parallel.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, same thing, but
I think, like, for Cody, although like you said, like the same thing, and I think they both strive for the same result.
Yeah.
For Cody, I feel like Cody, it was a little more personal because of the sake of him being told like he can't be built, like there's no character development. So he went on his way and created the character of the American Nightmare persona, and pretty much basically told them what you said I couldn't do, I proved I can do, and now you're actually paying me for it. Like,
just my timeline's not off. When he left WWE the first time, before he started AEW, Dusty was still alive, right?
Yes.
I almost feel like a little bit, and like I don't think I'll ever say this, but a little bit had to have been with him wanting to get out of Dusty's shadow, right? Like, if he leaves WWE and finds his own path, that's Cody Rhodes, right? It's not Dusty's son at that point. And I feel like when he was with WWE that first time, that's Cody Rhodes, Dusty's son, right? It wasn't Cody Rhodes, the wrestler. It was always Dusty's son. And now that's an afterthought, honestly.
You think the way the promotion was at him?
Hold on, wait, say that again, Rich.
Like the way the promotion was looking at him, because
I mean, look, he was in Legacy, right? Which was all about being second generations, right? Like, I think it was a little bit too much emphasis on being Dusty's son. Now when it comes up, it's more for a tribute's sake, whereas back then it was that's the reason he's here.
I partly disagree, only because like he wasn't getting that development then, because you still had people like Triple H and John Cena that was stopping his growth.
Yeah, they had the golden and platinum shovels. They weren't letting nobody go above them.
Yeah.
What's name? Because they tried different things with Cody that he was getting over. Like, he was getting the dashing Cody thing over. He was getting into the almost like broken character where he was wearing his mask over his face because he broke his nose in real life.
I get that.
So, you know what I mean? So like he was actually getting that over. He did the Rose Scholars with Damian Sandow. Like, he was doing different things. So So people, people were forgetting that he was Dusty's son.
Remember when he left and he dyed his hair pitch black?
Yeah. So what's his name? So he was like So he was. That's why he purposely didn't dye his hair blonde too, because he didn't want that association with his dad. He wanted to be different. What's his name? But like I said, he bet on himself, and like you said, that was one of the blueprints of you can do very, very well without being on the top guys roster. What's his name? But then that same Matt Cardona did the same thing, very parallel, but in a different avenue of I don't really care about being on the top guys roster anymore because I'm making one hell of a life and career off just being an indie god and making a shitload of money doing it. So what's his name? So it's like, so a lot of these other wrestlers who were on the indies or lower promotions, if they're getting that same look, and they're like making decent money as far as wrestling, but another shitload of money as far as merchandise, they don't care about being on that top spot because a lot of people just like wrestling to wrestle. Some people really don't want that life of a WWE wrestler of constantly traveling and being on the road, being away from their families, not really having a social life. A lot of that's not really appeasing to them. They want this life of only wrestling 4 or 5 times a month, but are getting mad or getting paid handsomely. Like they're like, if I could wrestle like only these many days a year and still getting paid $500,000 a year to do it, that's a comfortable ass life. Like this, that's a very
another factor is you get to pick where you go, right? Like if
yeah.
you don't want to, like, just say for example, I'm just using this. I don't have any beef with them or anything, but Alabama, right? WWE's in Alabama this week. If you're booked for that show, you got to go regardless, right?
Yeah, go.
Whereas when you're on the indies, you can pick and choose where you go, and I think that's the biggest thing is being able to control the narrative of where you're at.
Yeah, you
control the narrative and control your rate. I think
about to say
that's the key.
Exactly. You tell
remember, Hawk, we had that conversation with Cardona.
Yeah,
when we were like, "Yo, the promoter's pretty heated that you're back in this arena 1 week after you did a loser leaves the arena," and his exact words were, "Should have paid me my rate."
Yeah, and Matt, he said it. He said, Matt Cardona. He said, "I wrestle." He said, "If my day is available and the promoter pays me my rate, I will be there."
Shit, he just said a couple of weeks ago he'll wrestle Killer Cross at a backyard if they pay his rate.
You don't get to where you are by not having that mindset, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these independent companies, they'll bring in these big guys for one-off shows where they want to put over their talent. So there's a lot of ass kissing and putting over you got to do.
Dude, that's why honestly, I think Cardona, Shotzi, and Killer Cross right now are genius because they literally got not only like they're all, tight, but they all got the hottest storyline in the indie circuit
and it transcends independent.
Yep. From company to company. Yep.
What else can you point to right now in the past maybe 2 to 3 years that even comes close to that? There's nothing.
I don't think the last thing that's been hot like this was what? Moxley and Cardona, GCW.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Like I said, it comes down to that people think they want that main roster life, and because it's a dream. We're like, what dream is it to make it to the main roster of WWE or AEW and live that life? But then it's like when you get there, you see all the shit that comes with it. It's not just wrestling. It's all types of obligations of meet and greets, interviews, especially if you're one of the top ones, the top guys. Like I said, if you're Cody, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, all that, like you're at meet and greets and fanfares and all that stuff multiple times a week. Yeah, radio stations, you had all types of sponsorship of stuff and all that. You have to be everywhere. Yes, that's more money in your pocket because everywhere you go, they're going to pay you to do it and pay you handsomely. But like I said, but
you're saying if you're working for WWE?
Yeah, saying if you any of those main way, if you want the top stars in a wrestling promotion of one of the bigger name companies, you're everywhere. Like you don't have a personal life. You don't. And
No.
if you have a personal life, it's usually on days like you don't give a shit about. You just gonna rest. So if your days off are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's cool to have those 3 days off, but you're probably just sleeping, healing your body for those 3 days. You're not
But
like,
to be fair, WWE has done a good job in the past 2 or 3 years to make the schedule a little lighter. Taking away house shows and stuff like that. So WWE has put an emphasis on that a little bit.
yeah, and that's the thing, and that's a gift and a curse because I'm glad they're giving those athletes more time off. But the house shows help because that's how they got reps in.
Yeah.
Like this, they have the performance center, but they don't. Everybody don't live in Florida. So what's name? So like, if you don't
Especially
got,
what happened this week. Fuck that.
yeah. So the house shows where how they perfected their craft and how people got really comfortable in the ring with each other.
Yeah. They had the feuds that were active
Yeah.
at the house shows. That way, when it came to a real show, the chemistry was already there.
Yeah, now that's why stuff will seem off for some of these people because it'd be the first time they got in the ring with each other. It's like, okay, figure it out. It was like,
Call it
it's
on
like
the fly.
right. It's like this. Like you guys get 10 minutes while they're setting up the ring, and then,
And
like
that
that's
includes the entrance.
Yeah, right.
exactly. It's just like
Crazy.
so. Is wrestling is booming, but in a different way. Is like in a very very different way. It's a lot of flaws that's with the boom as they calling it right now.
I
Once upon a time, let's be real hot because you remember the golden era, like the late '80s to the Attitude Era. Wrestling was on fire. Like the
Yeah.
crowds, like the entertainment, like everybody on the roster was popular as shit.
Yeah, didn't they? I mean, not WWE, but WCW. Didn't they sell out the one? I think it was maybe the Falcons or the Saints
The
for a
Georgia
regular
Dome
for a
for Nitro.
regular Nitro, right?
Regular
Yeah.
Nitro, yeah.
But that's the thing. Like it's booming now, but it's clouded with the politics outside of the ring. Like with all the endorsement deals, the sponsorships. Like I don't need for my table to be sponsored by Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to see that. Like I don't like okay. I get the whole mat with the, you know what I mean, with some of the sponsorship. Kind of gives a little bit of that boxing element. But on the same hand, I'm like, yo, let that be with the boxing. I expect to see that when I see that with boxing. Like, okay, like it's just it grinds my gear. Like
everything plays a part in it. Like even from the fans trying to be a part of the show or hijack the show, so they do stupid shit so they can feel important. It's like yo, shut up.
I don't mind that
right back.
Like, I don't mind hijacking the show too from time to time, but
man, fuck that. Like, I didn't pay to come see you. You're a fan like me. Relax, all right? I paid to come see the people perform in a ring, all right?
Oh man.
I don't care if you boo or talk your little shit. That's cool. But everybody start hitting them stupid chants like that. What chant? I'll be ready to fight people.
I'll keep it a bean. Like the one that's really been testing my patience lately is whenever, depending on who the wrestler is, Roman Reigns with Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Becky Lynch. Like, yo, for real, we gotta do it for everybody. Like, everybody get that now. Like,
real quick.
I feel like we're getting old, bro.
Yeah.
well, hang on. This is what's gonna. I'm gonna backdate us to age. So we're talking about the golden age. We're talking about growing up 80s, 90s, right, and stuff like that. And I know that they have their benefits. It has its benefits and not. Do you think that social media and everything streaming and all this other stuff, has it helped wrestling, or do you think it's hurt it in a way?
As a fan, social media has killed wrestling.
Yeah.
as a fan,
I hate to say it.
as a fan, it is going to sound like a black echo. Social media has killed wrestling.
Yeah.
Like this, seriously, it's ridiculous, man. Like there's no kayfabe whatsoever. Like it's like, what's the point of me watching this on the on a show on a Raw, SmackDown, whatever? I'm seeing you beefing with this woman. I just seen that you beat this woman down. You threw her to a table. You hit her with kendo sticks, all that stuff. Then 20 minutes later, I see y'all together doing a TikTok together.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no. Like this, like it drives me nuts. Like this, it drives me nuts. Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, that's my mommy, that's my poppy. Now then go to social media, shows Dominic getting married to his high school sweetheart. It's like, let's see, what we doing here? What are we doing here?
There's no blurred lines anymore.
I think is that there's no mystery really.
There's no mystery at all. That's why I don't get mad when people want their privacy or don't post too much on social media. Like I know we live in a world, especially the younger generation, where that's just their thing. That's what they do, and it's a way to get more fans. That way, if it's more interesting, you can create more. Honestly, let's be real, for a wrestler, create more revenue. Right. It all comes down to they're trying to make as much money as possible. Social media is a giant platform for them to make money. So I get it, but it's like for your craft, you gotta leave some mystery to that. So people are more just as invested in your character and you as well.
Like coming up prior to the true dirt sheet boom, like the pro wrestling newsletters.
Oh yeah.
Like they they might have had like little rumors in it, but there was still no certainty as to whether or not if it was going to actually happen until you watch the product. Now in today's world, and I hate to to sound like this, to the Sean Ross Sapps, the Mike Johnsons, although he's like an OG, triple OG, but like it's the up to the minute of the dirt sheet, the rumor alert, or even confirmation that someone is in attendance to for an event and stuff like the whole AJ Lee spectacle tonight. Like there was really no thrill. I hate to say it due to the fact that at this point it was expected. What I was looking forward to the most? I wonder what the pop going to be inside the Allstate Arena going to be like when she and her music finally hits.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was looking forward to. Like I knew she was going to be there. Just like how we knew Brock Lesnar was going to be there.
Yeah,
it's like spoiler, non-spoiler, if anybody.
Yeah, it's the worst kept secrets. Like right. it's like you see from Clash of Paris, the little video going around when CM Punk was leaving the ring. He held the sign that says something about AJ Lee, and he does like maybe AJ. I'm just like, okay, she's definitely coming back now. Then on Monday Night Raw, where's SmackDown going to be? Chicago. Oh. Yeah, I got family there. It's like, okay, dude, just tell her she's coming. We know now, and they do that. And what we talked about earlier, everything comes back full circle. Their ratings are so bad. CM Punk is a Raw wrestler.
Yeah,
like he's a Raw wrestler. I understand they were in Chicago, but he's not supposed to be on SmackDown. SmackDown had his lowest rating in a long time. They needed the rating. So let's bring a hometown guy on there, and let's bring his wife back. But Seth Rollins he's the world champion Monday Night Raw. What is he doing on SmackDown? Becky Lynch is the Intercontinental Champion of Monday Night Raw. What is she doing there? They wanted to pop a rating, and they're going to. That's why they had Cena wrestle. It was granted it was his last SmackDown, but that's why they had him wrestle, not just show up too. They had him wrestle. They had Brock show up. They, like I said, because they had their lowest rating since 2023. So that's why they did all this. That's why they kind of went all out on this SmackDown. Because their rating was that.
on a U.S. television side, your rate's gonna keep going up. You had 5 fucking commercial breaks within a damn match. Like,
Yo,
like really?
some of the best parts of the match of Sami Zayn and John Cena, I
Picture in
can't
picture.
hear. Yeah, I can't hear what's going on because you got to talk about Pizza Hut for 5 fucking minutes. I'm like this, like I get it. They got a flatbread pizza. All right, next, like let's get out of here.
Great,
And
I
it's
saw that already ordered.
and I get it, like I get it, like this, bro. And it was like as soon as Cena did that AA off the second rope, this is how predictable. Sorry, wrestling is so predictable now.
Yeah,
Like if I watch it with my wife, she'd be like, "How do you know what's going to happen?" I'm sorry, it's so predictable. Like I watch it this much to where I know it's
tonight
about
was
to happen.
mad predictable.
Yo, as soon as he did that, I was like, "Okay, here comes Brock."
Yep.
And sure enough, there he was. I was like, "Yep, there you go." What's his name? But CM Punk went out the ring after he was getting smacked up. I was like, "Okay, here comes AJ."
The
It was
crowd
like this.
saying it. The
The
crowd
crowd was.
they're like, we want to see her already. They didn't.
I want to see they was chanting her name, and that's why he said, let them chant AJ Lee. So he said that I was like this. I'm like, dude, just why don't you just tell her she's about to come out?
Right.
At that point, like
People know it.
See, now if Hawk was in the booking chair,
Okay.
this is what I would have done. When Punk music had hit, like, all right, yeah, let him come out, you know what I mean? Come out the entrance, have him stand there. Honestly, he really ain't need to go all the way to the ring. Since Seth was already in the box, have Punk come out, you know, his music already playing. I'd have had Punk point at Seth, and then like, why he like, what you pointing at me for? And then still have AJ Lee's music hit, where you know, to the shock of Becky in the ring. But hey, where's she at? Where's she at? Rather than her actually coming out from the entrance, I would have had her snuck up behind Seth and delivered a low blow in the skybox and have him crawling down on his knees down to his wife down at, you know what I mean, down there ringside. And then, you know, have, you know what I mean, AJ Lee following suit, you know what I mean, smack him up like in the back of his head. And then by the time Becky try to, you know what I mean, try to attack AJ, then have Punk step in, like like nah, you ain't touching my wife. The first interaction between the two will be at the pending match that's coming up. That'd have been the first time that the two would you know what I mean, hit each other, physical would it, you know what I mean, take place. But that's just me. I just sit in front of the microphone.
No, but there's a bunch of different ways you could have booked that. Like I don't. You know, it was just so, again, predictable, and you knew she was coming. There was so many different ways of her just, you know, him saying something and music playing, her looking around and her appearing like behind. Like there was so many different ways you could have done it. And it's
right.
I don't know. I agree with you, though. You know,
yeah.
Don't give away what you sell, right?
Yeah.
Sell that.
Yeah.
Sell
Yeah.
that. Go at it like the last minute SmackDown. I get it for ratings, but
I mean, it was already blatant from Monday, so you know.
But shout out to AJ Lee. She looks amazing.
She looks great.
She looks amazing. She clearly is kept up with herself after all these years. I don't follow her on social media, but I would check in on her Instagram here and there. I see she would like show these pictures of her like just out the gym or something. She's killing it right now. And shout out to Bailey. Bailey looks freaking phenomenal. I don't know if y'all seen her lately. She's been getting it down.
I
in
have
the gym and the nutrition, you just see it. Like I said, damn, okay, Bailey.
That's because she about to get shot to the moon.
That she you know she need to. I mean, like it's Bailey. Like I mean, I never get mad at her. Even though I didn't like her championship run about a year or so ago, that was like, I like the build. I like when she won, but after she won, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? So now, nice little rebrand. It's cool. What's the name? But yeah, but the AJ thing, everybody saw it coming. Everybody saw it coming. Like they could have booked it a little bit better for like just since we knew it was coming, it should have booked it better to where we got more of a shock and awe of how, like Hawk was saying, how to book it as far as the interaction went.
And plus, it makes total sense. You playing off of what happened at Paris when Becky, you know what I mean, delivered the low blow to Punk. Like, look, that would have been the return receipt. Now watch, I 1000% guarantee you at this upcoming match that takes place.
Oh yeah,
the low blow is going to be delivered to Seth Rollins. I guarantee it. Like,
They
that's
should have
like
swerved everyone tonight.
that's what I literally just said that tonight.
They should have had someone else come out, like Araya or something like that, and like no, like have her come out, right, and make everyone think that was his partner. Then what you could have did was at WrestlePalooza, Oscar or someone could have took Rhea out, and then Punk was without someone, and then you could have still had that match with AJ. Just make the fans keep guessing, right? Like, don't spoon feed every single thing on a silver platter, right? Like, there should still be swerves that come out.
Well, they blew that tonight when Punk got in the ring and was talking with Becky.
Yeah,
like he named off everybody. So it was the obvious that AJ was coming out. I don't know if you caught what I said, Joey. I was saying that instead of what they actually did, I would have had Punk just come out to, you know what I mean, to the entrance, point at Seth, AJ Lee's music hit, rather than her actually coming out side by side with Punk. She follows up behind Seth, delivers the low blow as the receipt, like how Becky delivered the low blow to Punk at Paris. And I wouldn't have any physical between both Becky and AJ until whenever that PLE is.
Well, you know, it was weird, like how much Punk and Seth they've let us know that they hate each other, right? You know, can't be in the same vicinity. They hate each other that much, and then you're just allowing them to stand up on the top without even a scratch while your wife and his wife are going at it. Like, to me, that was like little. I don't know what I would say, like strange, but almost like a plot hole. You know what I mean?
You made a pointless save, like running down from the box, like that was the whole box. At this point, that whole box, you know, setup was pointless.
Yeah, because you know, like WWE's made it a priority, you know, over the years that women and men don't touch each other, right? So what were you gonna do running down? You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
There's nothing that you can physically do to stop her.
Yeah. But TNA don't believe in that because Nick Nemeth just super kicked the shit out of my girl the other day. I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn. This is like, do that to her?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, I said that's the black leader right there. What are you doing?
Sade.
Was there? Oh, you know what though, Joey? So like I said, they should. Like you said, I'm with you because he's like I said. I told you everybody we're bookers. So I would have did that. I would have swerved them. I would have had Rhea come out because the fans still would have been happy. They would have been a little upset, but they still would have been happy because Rhea's that over. They all would have been happy about that at first. Then at WrestlePalooza, soon like Seth and Becky's in the ring, CM Punk comes out and he gives us a throwback of Roddy Piper. He was like, he'll say it's like, hey, Seth, Becky, as a wise man once said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the question. And then AJ Lee comes out. Fan loses their shit because we don't see it coming. Everybody's happy. And look at that, kayfabe, because nobody actually knew what the hell was going on. Because we knew AJ was coming, we just didn't know when. Because that's it. We living in a world of WWE lately that the whole thing was about the swerve. And like this, like stuff that we can't tell if it's legit or not. Like we was talking about Killer / Karrion Kross. Was it a work? Is it a shoot? Then you got the Ron Killings thing. Was that a work? Was there a shoot? Like this Seth Rollins hurting his knee. Was that a work? Was that so
that's
they're trying to
turn it into another fumble? My fault.
Yes, they're trying to really do the kayfabe thing of confusing the fans. They should have did that here because, like I said, it was so damn predictable. Like we all knew AJ Lee was coming back tonight. We did. Like there's people like there were some doubts. No, there wasn't. There was no doubts. Like
somebody posted a photo and of her, you know, arriving at the venue, and she actually came out in the same get up.
It's like we like Like she comes out, she does her skipping thing and all that stuff. Like, which look, I ain't got no problem. We love it. Like I told you, she looks great. Like she does her faces that she always does, and I think she probably still can go. Like she said she's still pretty decent, but it's like I said, she didn't do nothing amazingly to where it was like
She did some. What
she
was
just
that called?
tackled her to Luthez press
Yeah, the
into a
press.
bunch of punches, and then she gave her the old move she used to lick her hand and smack people, which is weird, but that's what she did back in the days. What's name? So she smacked her. She went out the ring. I said, for all that, you might as well hit her with the go to sleep, like John Cena did it. What the fuck, you can't do it?
It's like someone tell AJ the last time you've been in the WWE and now there's a thing called COVID. Don't be licking your hand, touching people.
I just say like this. They don't give a shit.
Lots changed, honey.
I just say she don't care. She was like, it was like I said, overall cool moments. It's always cool to see.
How do you
somebody.
think the current talent feels, Chris? Like these people working their ass off week in, week out, and then AJ Lee comes back and is automatically thrusted in the main event picture. I'm a little ticked off. Like I know, like that's the business and stuff, but if I'm a talent, me like just speaking as someone who's a talent, like if I'm the talent, I'm a little ticked off. Like jumping the line, it feels like, you know.
All right, so I'm gonna give you two answers, and I'm gonna give you two examples of this. People might be pissed about Nikki Bella. They're not gonna be pissed about AJ because a lot of those women wrestlers always want to wrestle or be like AJ.
Well, it's also the circumstance what Nikki Bella came back at, right? Like
like there's like a lot of people probably genuinely like her, but far as being an in-ring talent and being one of the more top tier girls, they're like, nah, this is our time. Or a lot of them probably think they're better than her. It's like, like don't go off her name alone. Like just like if I'm cooking, let me continue to cook. Like AJ Lee was a person that she on low key pioneer. She was once again wrong time. Like she was in that Divas division era where she was killing. She was different than all the other chicks because she was pretty, but she wasn't the girly diva prissy chick. She was the pretty little tomboy chick, but the one that actually could wrestle. So it was like, so she was different. She had
ahead of her time too.
That's what I'm saying. So like she was in a way, honestly, she was kind of a Roxanne Perez type before Roxanne Perez came around. Like she gave me Roxanne Perez vibes of that time. Like she was somebody who just got it quickly, was really good, got the character work. She could talk her ass off, like because she cut that infamous her own little pipe bomb when she was talking about the diva chicks. Like she like, you know what I mean, she talked about Nikki and Brie and how it's like you girls laid on y'all back to get y'all position. It's like this is like so she was going in on him. I was like, oh, this girl's the shit. So it's like a lot of girls look up to her. Like they do. A lot of girls look up to her. So they're probably okay with her being back.
Yeah.
So
honestly,
they know honestly, they know this probably not gonna be long. They know she's not gonna stick around. She probably just doing like a one-off or
a feature.
Just a feature.
I think it's a one-off.
Yeah, she's happy outside of wrestling. She said that plenty of times. She says she's gotten offers from WWE for a long time now. She's always turned it down. So she's just like, not even the CM Punk stuff. She's just like,
until that TKO bag comes in hand.
That TKO money different.
No, that's what that is. That TKO was like,
they're like, so this how many zeros?
Phil went home like, babe, this is what they're offering.
Yeah. She's like this, like, you better not turn down that check.
I mean, why do you think he's back? You know, he can say whatever he wants, but they gave him, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's better than one bag? Two.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously.
Shout out to Hove. Now I don't want to listen to 444.
So, like I said, I told you, wrestling is not booming, but it is intriguing, depending on the scenario.
You know, we're gonna close out on that. I say it's booming, but it's cloudy.
Yeah, it's clogged.
I say it's booming, but it's oversaturated.
It's almost like with the cloudy, clouded.
Like I said, I don't think it's booming, but it's definitely intriguing. It has its spots where you're.
I mean, it got to be booming if all these freaking networks and endorsement deals is all wanting to be attached to it. So
because it's
it has to
monopoly
be booming
at this point.
It's it's booming, but it's just so watered down. Kind of like what you're all saying.
Yeah.
Bring back that. No, don't bring back that. Swear.
not for nothing. And I don't know if y'all even saw this. Like even Lotto Ice Spice video that just dropped today. It has like a attitude error type of, video like, creation.
So basically, he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's two pretty girls twerking. That's what he's saying.
In a ring.
That's all it is.
I seen that today.
That's all it is.
Play wrestling.
And once again, I'm showing my age. For somebody who grew up on real female rappers, I'm like, this is what female rap is now.
Disclaimer: I'm not saying it's a bad video or anything, but
of course, the video is cool. The videos.
I'm just saying,
Ask me what they're rapping about though.
The popularity of pro wrestling, it's everywhere.
Hawk, what they rap about?
I'll be honest, I don't know.
He's like, there were words.
Left them hanging.
My eyes do the listening.
Like, there were words. There were words in it.
But like, I see, but I can't hear. I'm like, yo, you can hear. I can't. I choose not to hear.
Like Stevie.
Right.
Very superstitious.
Just the reverse. Like I'm definitely looking at that. But anyway, we are at the 1 hour 50-minute mark. Great conversation. Like, I know it was a total pivot. Dude, you trying to get us kicked off before we even sign off. With the audio. But all right, so what we got coming up? So we got WrestlePalooza. That's well next Saturday. No, was it next Saturday? 2 Saturdays, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Next
Saturday, I mean, technically speaking, we got Canelo and Crawford, which oddly enough now is kind of like under the umbrella.
Yeah, they showed that vignette like 3 times this week.
It's not like it's just crazy for this to be an amazing fight. It's not a lot of hype around it. Like it's like that shows you honestly too. That shows you how much boxing has fell off.
Yeah, I think a large part is like I love Crawford, but I think Canelo should walk through him with ease.
Not going to happen though.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Not going to happen though.
It's happening.
It's like is ultimate is Crawford. If Crawford can take Canelo's hits, Crawford is going to box the shit out of him. He really is.
Yeah, that's a big gift though.
But they're saying if he can't take Canelo's power, then yeah, Canelo definitely always.
Crawford's moving up for this, right?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yes, he's moving up a lot. He usually fights at 147,
which is wild because looking at them next to each other, you would think Crawford was the bigger dude.
Well, Crawford walks around at like damn near 190, but like because he cuts a lot of weight. He walks around between 175, 190, but like he don't fight at that weight though. It's a difference between fighting at that weight, and walking around at that weight.
Dehydrating yourself and then.
Yeah, so people's like he walks around at that weight though. I'm like, yeah, but he don't fight at that weight. Canelo been fighting at that weight for the past 6 years. Like,
curious to see if he can take a punch at that weight.
That's what I'm saying. Can he take a punch at that weight? So it's always different. So it's crazy to me that world of hydrating and dehydrating yourself to make weight is like that's tough, man.
Well, a lot of these players go in kidney failure at a young age.
Yeah, it's so tough. It's even worse for MMA fighters because they don't have as many weight classes.
Yeah.
So they really dehydrate themselves to make weight.
Yeah. Yep.
He just better not swell up like Rockman in a second, or it's over. It's definitely over. So, all right, fellas, we're gonna get on out of here. Again, great conversation. Definitely, circle back next week with that turnbuckle talk. Till then, this was Still Steps, powered by All Authentic Talk Sports Network. Mr. Rich Michaels, Mr. Moyafit Chris Wilson, Mr. Joy Woods. I am Politic and Hot, and we'll holler at y'all next week. Till then, peace.